Welcome, guys, to the Dogs of War YouTube channel. Today we got
John Carter and Matt Mayhew going for championship round at our local tournament. John Carter's going to be running Cryx. He's a real big Cryx player. If you guys follow any of the local YouTube channels, he's getting really big with Cryx. A lot of people are not liking his play method, but you know what? He wins. He wins a lot. Matt Mayhew is running Convergence, and Matt's list is Father Lucian, Inverter, a couple other jacks. They got some weird names. Cypher Diffuser, Galvanizer, and what's that one?
Corollary.
Corollary. Tomb Servitors, Enigma Foundry, and some other guys.
Algorithmic Dispersion, Optifex.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
Reductors, Optifex Directive, some Clockwork Angels, some Eradicators, and then some more Clockwork Angels.
Matt's running Pirate Queen Scar, Scarlock Thrall, Helldiver, Scavenger, Wraith, General Slaughterborn, Statistic Raiders, 2 Scrap Thrall Solos, Warwitch Siren, full unit of Bane Knights, no UA, Mechanothralls, 2 units, 2 units of Necrosurgeons, Statistic Raiders with the UA. Now, this is our championship round, like I said before. The objective is
Through the Breach.
Through the Breach. Basically, if you control the big objective, you get 1 point. If you dominate it, you get 2. Each opponent can destroy the objective on the opposite side of their deployment. That gives you 1 point. And then the flag over there at the top of the screen, if you control it, you can only dominate it.
Yeah.
So right now we have John setting up his advanced deployment. Those Statistic Raiders, man, they are some of the best screening unit, not screening, but jam units in the game.
Do you think he's going to jam the big circle?
Yeah, I would. I mean, their force barrier ability and they're immune to blast damage. You got to take out that UA as soon as possible. And he's got those angels over there that he set up to take care of them. Now, Matt,
a good counter?
I'm not sure. Matt set up second, so he countered the Statistic Raiders with his angels. So I'm hoping, that he has an answer for it. If not, John's going to walk all over him with those Raiders. Not really walk over him, but stop a lot of what he could do. Now, Saxon Orin's up there at the top. Saxon Orin, his stats for... Is that Saxon Orin?
Look at those over there.
That is not Saxon Orin. That is... I'm not sure who that is up there. But here he goes with the jamming unit.
See, he's not putting all of them inside the circle. Is there a reason?
AoEs.
But they're immune to AoEs.
Yeah, no, they're immune to the blast damage. They're not
Okay.
immune to AoEs. So one of the jacks, I believe it has an AoE that he lays down and everybody auto takes a point of damage.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's trying to avoid that.
Yeah. And then those knights, those Bane Knights moving up, they're nasty in the sense that they have Ghostly, Weapon Master. They don't have stealth. They're immune to free strikes. They have Pathfinder pretty much with Ghostly. And they have Reach, which is just nasty. There goes his first unit of Scrap Thralls moving up. They're going to surround that objective. What do you guys think of the Convergence answer to Cryx? Cryx right now in our meta has been dominating, and we have Convergence coming up just in the final round with them.
No idea. I really haven't played against Convergence a whole lot. I've seen them on the table every once in a while. Like you were saying, that template with the 1 damage AoE really kind of breaks the meta because it just shreds infantry.
Yeah.
Anyone that tries to move through, it's no POW anything. It's just take a point.
Yep.
And that basically means infantry don't go here. So.
And they don't have access to snipe yet, but I'm sure if they did, that unit, that cluster of Mechanothrall surrounding that objective would just be gone.
That's a lot of infantry.
I was thinking the same thing. Adam Stewart ran a similar list against me in a tournament, and their meta over there in Orlando is just amazing. That they can move all this timed and coordinate this much infantry with this amount of tactics, and that whole meta could do it. I'd say this list actually is very similar to Adam Stewart. And Adam Stewart, if it's not, I'm sorry, but it looks actually just like it.
And they're moving because of the solo?
Yeah, he comes up and he pops a thing and he says, "Hey, everybody, move an inch." And I don't think it's everybody. I think it's undead. But no,
Yeah, it is undead.
Friendly undead faction model is currently in his command area.
Which, I mean, for Cryx, let's be honest.
Yeah, everybody but the witches.
Just the Taxus Raiders, that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I could see why not the statistic raiders, because their capping gives them +2 movement, and then plus them being base speed 7. It's just nasty.
They don't need the help.
Yeah. Now, if you could figure out a way to make them undead, then more power to you. Who is that solo he's moving right now? That looks like Saxon Orin.
Okay, so that was moved in under 7 minutes.
Yeah, he moved that
A
in
lot of
like
models.
he had what 4 minutes on the clock.
Oh,
But I
that's
mean,
practice, man.
and it also it's the first turn.
Not a lot of dice rolling to slow things down. It's all.
Yeah. So here goes Matt. First thing, you move that servitor. It's gonna move up, take a shot at the statistic witches. Hits. I think. He's measuring something.
With a 10, I would imagine it's.
I think it's a deviation, maybe.
Yeah, he missed.
Yeah.
Oh no, he did hit. But with it, I mean, those statistic witches get +2 defense against range attacks. So I'm not sure what the template is, and anybody, watching, you understand that we see this game after it. We sit down very ignorant to what happened in this game as far as spells and everything. There goes his Jack taking shots.
So what do you think is Matt's game plan right now?
He's going to try to drop those templates on these witches and get that out of...
Unfortunately, he needs hits.
Yeah, and it's just ridiculous
Well,
what he...
I believe the templates from that specific Jack, don't they slow you down if they get you hit? Isn't that difficult terrain? I think that's what those markers are centered.
Actually, I think he's popping Flare. And what that does is
lowers
-2...
defense.
Yeah.
Which against the Taxus Raiders is a big deal.
Yeah, the statistic raiders are just...
There's a Clockwork Angels.
Yeah, and the Clockworks, they have Gang, I believe. Or combined melee.
They got combined range.
Oh, combined range.
Yeah.
With...
And reform.
If you take their Warcaster, that's also a Clockwork Angel. I can't remember her name right now. It gives all of them combined melee, so that helps out a lot. There goes his Arc Node moving up next to a Jack, a light Vector. That's gonna hurt those witches, especially with that one back there at -2 defense. If Flare is what he popped on him. And I like in this game how they move the clock lower so we could see the time.
Thank you, guys. This is Father Lucan.
Oh. That is the worst. I hate it when I roll like that. I think he could... Oh, no, he paid for it again.
Yeah, he spent a focus to reroll.
What is he casting, you think?
Disruption Bolt?
Yeah.
Could be.
Power 12.
Yeah, that'll kill him. There he goes, that answer with that...
Those angels.
those witches.
That's not gonna
And Matt's just having horrible rolling with this. But, I mean, he still kills enough of them. Should be taking a... No, he's not taking a check for a little bit. I just saw the ones at the bottom of the screen. The bad thing about the statistic raiders is they are living, so you will have to take a check. And with the UA, they're at leader command 9. So, thankfully, there's not negative modifiers to command. But if you fail that command check, you're done.
It's a whole turn doing nothing, pretty much.
Yeah, you just turn around. There goes that foundry. I really like that foundry. It has a ability where it collects tokens every time somebody dies, and then it could bring them back. 1 token can bring a small base. 3 tokens could bring a large base.
So
Not
it's
a
like
large, a medium.
So it's like the pot for Legion.
Yeah. Except he picks what unit it goes to.
Oh, nice.
Those
So
servitors.
Matt's kind of ignoring the top flag, kind of.
Well, you can only dominate it, and if you want to get
Okay.
2 points for dominating, that bottom circle is what you have to get.
Yeah, then dominate means you need a caster to go
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
So putting your caster way up there all alone is kind of...
There goes his Helldiver coming out of the ground.
Measuring his control.
So that black model right there says Warcast. That's Pirate Queen Scar. And she's nowhere near the flag that dominated, so I think that's why Matt's not paying attention to it. Now, I'm pretty sure if he moves up there to dominate it, Matt will address that problem when it comes. And it'll leave him very exposed.
Yeah.
You need a hard hitter like Terminus or, something like that to go up there and just stand there and take those hits. And with all of Matt's heavy vectors down at the bottom, Terminus could go up there and just dominate it.
What do you think his plan right now is?
Well, both of them, like I said, they're in the final. So whoever loses this is gonna won't get second. So they'll probably have to start thinking about controlling a point or two, and then getting it from there. Me personally, I mean, John Carter is infamous for his assassination runs. I mean, he is, but he's also, from what I hear, he's getting pretty good at scenario play as well. And those guys over there, all they play is scenario. So just like us over here, but they're getting really good at it. They might just go for the assassin and throw their opponent off.
So everybody's moving an inch.
Yeah,
Yep, that's
that ability is just
time-consuming UA, but... Not UA, but solo. But like we've seen, he doesn't have a problem with his time. He's very tight play as far as his movement's concerned.
Now he moved Wrath after he did that ability, which oh yeah, he can do it. He counts as light cavalry.
Yeah.
So he got his light cavalry move. Get out of the way.
So what did he do?
I have no idea.
I think he flamed his own guys.
He just opened up a huge AO for his guys. I don't know why. I don't know what hit there. Something hit. Killed a bunch of guys. I see what he did.
Okay. Explain.
He killed those guys, and the surgeon gets the tokens.
Okay.
The surgeon walks up, puts those guys as far up as she can. Then they activate and they could charge.
Okay, so he's just using it to place them ahead.
Now, something I got to give.
Leapfrog with him. That's interesting.
Yeah, something I got to give Carter is I didn't think you could do that in the same turn. You can, just common sense tells me you can't. But yeah, he totally just went up, popped them, got tokens, dropped 3, and they're gonna charge up.
Nice.
Give them some range.
There's some elite play, man.
Yes, stuff you got to think about. I mean, every single rule, and an opponent who's not ready for that, they'll cry wolf.
Yeah, baloney. You're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, but just sitting here watching it from the after effect, and yeah, you could totally do it. It's a tactic I never thought about.
It's all part of that order of activation because they died before they activated.
Yep.
So Scar just sacrificed the guy.
Oh yeah, she walked up and
Is that the one that...
it's an ability you hardly see anymore. It's Sacrificial Strike.
Oh, yeah.
And It's pretty much, it's an auto hit, and they take a POW equal to the model's armor. Yeah.
So the Bay Knights are moving up. I guess they're charging. Calling the judge.
Yeah, from right here, it looks like he made it, but it's a pretty important roll.
And this is something, guys, you need, all the new people need to learn. Never, ever, ever move the model you're intending to move. Grab another proxy, put it in. That way you can measure if it's within before you move the original model. Because once you move the original model, you're never going to put it back where it was.
Yeah. And even if you do it in good faith to, like, oh,
Yeah.
maybe it wasn't that close, it's the odds that you're going to get that off is just, yeah.
Yeah. So just grab a proxy model and use it to test if you can make it.
Yeah, I was playing in Missouri, and they got Warmachine weekend up there, and some of the greatest players are up there. Matt O'Reilly and some other guys, and they have these custom store tokens that they use, these little wooden bases, and I mean it's just like you go up there, you play, and they're like, hey, here's some bases, you know. So if you gotta check lanes or distance or whatever to make sure your model could fit. And it was just awesome the way those guys play up there, and they play so fast because they're used to time games. Now, I saw John do those charges, but he's on another unit now.
Yeah.
So I think he forgot to do his charge attacks. Unless he was running.
Also just didn't, oh, that could have been it. I didn't see how far they were moving.
Well, he measured 10 inches for that first guy. Their speed 5.
Yeah.
So 8 inches.
He was just
and
trying
then,
to get up there and jam.
well, 2 inches for
Reach.
reach. So he had the charge. They might have forgot it.
Or maybe the whole unit, he wanted to get the whole unit up there instead of just,
No, I see his tactic.
again, this second minute
Oh.
reveal.
He, those guys have Dark Shroud.
Until they attack, they're ghostly, right?
No, they're always ghostly. That's
They are.
incorporeal.
Oh.
So what he did is he moved up there, and then the statistic witches charged, and every time they do a point of damage, they damage his warcaster. So
That
that
is a good point with a lot of the, especially with Convergence, there's a lot of jacks in here, so that feedback, is it feedback or?
yeah, it is feedback. Well,
Like the
feedback's the
Rangers have.
spell. Yeah, it is feedback.
Feedback, yeah, so any of those light jacks, if they get nickel and dimed by those Taxus Raiders, is just tinking a point of damage on
Yep.
a caster. And that's something you don't see very often, but Convergence with their large number of all sorts of jacks. Because each one of those little thralls is a servitors is a jack, I think, right?
Well, the vectors, the light vectors,
Here.
and the heavy vectors.
Oh, the servitors aren't, yeah.
Here, guys, the unit leader of the mechanic thralls got cornered in the back. So all that charge he made was kind of not negated because the leader can't get up there, so they're out of leadership.
And let me tell you guys something if you're watching this. If your meta is strong, Cryx, start watching their leadership for command.
Because it's really easy to lose track of,
Who's
where-
in your
yeah.
control
Yeah.
command area and stuff like that. Cryx have such low leadership.
So that play was hurting big time because now he was hoping to kill some of those that infantry in the front.
Yeah, that medium infantry. They got some nasty infantry too. Well, at least he blocked charge lanes.
Yep.
And it looks like John Carter is playing War Room from his phone as well. Now, I'm a huge fan of War Room, but not from my phone. One time I cracked my iPad and I couldn't go War Room for a week. And I had to dig up my cards and I didn't know what to do with myself.
Just so
I
you
don't.
wouldn't use your phone.
Yeah. I think I ended up borrowing somebody else's iPad. Though if it came to it, I'd bring in my laptop. Try to install War Room on there. All right, let's
I'll
see.
stick with cards.
Let's see Matt's answer to this. All right, shooting flare up.
Make it easier to clear out those.
Yeah, the
mechanic
infantry.
rolls. Yeah.
His whole front line got clogged up, and John is all about that circle, that 12-inch area. And if Matt doesn't answer it, John's going to start scoring. And same with the flag. John has a very easy way. If he runs all that infantry right in and jams up Matt right there, he could kill Matt's objective, dominate that flag, and control the circle. And that'll be 3 control points in 1 turn.
So here, Matt is activating the reductors, using their spray and their ability of clear, so it doesn't hurt his own guys, to take out those mechanic thralls to free up that unit he has in the front.
And those guys are, that all clear is awesome.
Oh,
Trolls
yeah.
got it. And now with these guys, it's only a spray 6, but they have decent rat. I think it's rat 5.
Yeah, Rat 5.
So if they stay still, rat 7. Plus Matt popped a flare up there to
Lower
reduce
the defense.
Yeah.
So now it unjams the eradicators, so now they're free.
Yep.
And against Mechanothralls, they don't have a stellar defense anyway, so
No.
that flare
Yeah.
is going to be more than enough.
That flare will lower their defense down to 10.
Yeah.
And then they need 3s to hit. Anything but. If they didn't move. If they move, they need 5s.
So now those eradicators are free to go into that circle and tear it up.
That's always the thing that limits you with those sprays is hitting friendly models and stuff like that. But those just completely get around that one big disadvantage of sprays.
I want to know who that solo is up there. That looks like Saxon Orm, but I don't see it in the list. Could be the War Witch Siren.
And those eradicators, man, with sidestep, they're pretty good.
Yeah, that sidestep is 2 inches. Yeah, they don't have reach, but that 2 inches will get you up there. It's better than overtake. Because all you have to do is hit. You don't have to kill. And there they go. They're just walking through, killing folks.
And they have that, their mat is 7, and they could get accuracy for another +2, making a mat 9.
And there's still a flare up in that
In
that zone again.
So they're going to hit.
Yeah, and then if they need armor, they could also pop up bucklers, which jump them up to armor 16 with 8 boxes each.
Yeah, it's a pretty good unit.
Yeah, I was really thinking those thralls were going to jam up those guys, but the sprays were a really clever way of clearing them out.
You know, we were trying to figure out how Matt would answer it, and Matt answered it.
Oh yeah, flawlessly.
It's a good 1-2 punch, you know. Keep those eradicators in front because they're a threat. Units are going to try to jam it, and you have the reductors in the back, you know, unclearing them. It's a very good, nice strategy.
Oh,
Yeah, I used that tactic on Craig Russell once, and he was just, you know, like I was telling you guys in the other games, 50% is knowing your army, 50% to win. The other 50% is knowing what your opponent could do, his capabilities. And Craig just wasn't ready for it. And if you guys want that element of surprise, hop on the new army. Think of tactics that people don't use. Think outside the meta box. And you'd be surprised how many games you start winning. When you're right now, the meta is armor, high armor. And I had a buddy who plays Trolls came up to me and he goes, "Yeah, the meta's high armor, so I'm going to go high defense." and I'm going to see how people answer that. And that's how you have to think if you want to win.
So the Clockwork Angels move up.
Yeah, with their reform, their...
And it's funny how in this game you have these, like, for the Cryx, you had that 1-inch move, reform with another 3-inch move. Every little inch count.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, it's so important. It could mean a charge or a fail, an assassination or a victory.
And not even distance, but that 1 inch can go in any direction, so you can open up lanes that weren't there previously, or close up lanes that you left your opponent that they thought they were going to have next turn.
Yep.
So those 2 jacks behind that linear obstacle that Matt has, are they the ranged jacks?
One of them is. The other one is he's got a very powerful POW 20 hit that he could use once per turn. Once per round. I think. And when that thing reaches out and touches you, it's gonna hurt.
Ooh. Big scatter there.
Yeah, POW 20 for 1 round, once per round. Yeah, his off arm is
17,
meteor
yeah.
hammer, POW 17. That's not bad either.
Nope.
It's a melee attack. It's not a range attack.
Yeah, both of them are melee.
Melee,
yeah.
But the thing about the hammer, though, is it ignores shield wall. It ignores shields, bucklers, all that. So,
It's a chain weapon.
yep.
But if you're buying spare attacks, you can't use them on that. It's once per round.
For the other
The
one.
hammer, yeah.
The hammer you can.
I'm sorry, the hammer you can, the pummeler you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carter moved up his army. He said, "Deal with that," and Matt dealt with it, and it just.
I'm sure that was one of those wait what moments when they started laying sprays over his own guys. Like, okay, he's hitting his own guys. Like, no, they don't. Wait, what? If you can get a wait what out of your opponent, that's a really good sign for you on that turn. If you can, you're going to get done what you want to get done.
All right, so Matt just ran out of time after clearing all that, and is he going for his extension? No, he's not. He's giving it to Carter, which I think he was finished anyways. I mean, Carter said deal with this, and he dealt with it, and then he gave him the clock. He said take it back. I'm done with this. And Carter's a great player. He'll see that tactic gets smashed in the ground, and while it's getting smashed in the ground, Carter already has another answer. He's like, I got this for you. And I like to think a lot of these games like chess, if you're reacting to your opponent, you're probably going to lose. You have to make your opponent react to you. You have to get that tactical advantage.
Having the initiative. Yeah.
Yep. And Carter's infamous for that. But in saying that, Mayhew is a defensive player in the sense that he'll react to you and still beat you. So everything I just said, I mean, Mayhew's the guy to stop it. He'll react to you and then beat you. There goes this Helldiver just coming out of nowhere.
Does it have to come out every turn?
Yes. But unlike the Trolls dig
Pygmies?
unit, it could go in every turn as well.
Okay.
So the Trolls have a whole unit that could go under, but they can only do it every other turn. They can't get the order 2 turns in a row.
Ooh. Yeah, Scar's playing up very close in the front lines.
Well, Scar can move up feet and she'll be fine. She's gonna hurt some feelings here though. That guy's too close to her. He's got to address it. Scar's the one to do it.
Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah, I thought as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Striker. I thought Striker 2 was the hardest hitting model in the game, and then I think it was Matt that corrected me, Matt or Adam. They said no, it's Scar, because she could just sit there and sacrifice her life to get more attacks, to boost attacks, the damage rolls, and then she has 3 initials, and then on her feet at +5 strength, +5 armor, she's hitting at base 18 on one of her attacks, 15 and 14 with the other.
Yeah, on that 14
Ooh,
attack.
He's out. That Slaughterborn can hurt.
Yeah, Slaughterborn will walk through your arm. If Slaughterborn would have made it in, he would have walked through that whole line right there.
Those clockworks?
Yeah, well, and that Vector. He has Overtake, Killing Spree, Bloodthirst. So I wonder if, I guess they don't.
Doesn't do anything. These are all clockwork. I don't think any of.
Not even
Convergence
the
is living.
Angels?
No.
Oh, they're living, you mean?
Yeah.
Because that's something that's really helpful for getting him into combat. But this seems to be one of those armies where it's just not so useful.
Yeah, they constructs.
Counts
Yeah.
as living model for the purpose of generating soul token.
stones,
That's
yeah.
it, though.
Yeah.
Statistic graders. Another thing good about statistic graders, they're a good jamming unit, but when they have to hit, they can hit hard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that mini feet.
And that's another
And
thing.
the 2 weapons too, as well. So one of them being reach, one of them being not reach. So you can use the not reach to clear out a guy right in front of you and still be a threat if you have to kill him.
That and something Craig showed me, Craig Russell, you could do combined melee with them. And then the reach weapon also has knockdown. And
Crit knockdown.
yeah, crit knockdown, sorry. So if you're trying to walk away from them and they catch you with that weapon, you're not
The
going
lacerator?
anywhere.
Yeah.
You're not going anywhere. Plus it ignores shield wall, shield, all that stuff. He's got 3 minutes left.
It's something if you go back and see the statistic graders, as soon as he does the roll, does the damage, he doesn't wait for the opponent to pull the model where he jumps over to the next model.
Yeah,
He knows if it's dead or not, and he just goes to the next attack.
It's your time. You need to make sure you're using it properly. Don't wait for your opponent. Make sure your opponent knows the die rolls because you don't want to pick him up before he notices it. But once he acknowledges it's dead, move up to the next one.
Matt's moving up his heavy vectors. Think he had Watcher on that other vector.
Yeah.
Now the good thing about this Father Lucian is he gives all his vectors shield guard. So if John Carter had a range army, that shield guard would be awesome. And something that really sucks is Slaughterborn is a great model. Not getting him into combat and just having him out there in the open when he could have walked through that whole sideline.
Yeah, but he was short.
Especially when a Vector can roll up there and deal out some punishment.
Yeah, and John moved those those Mechanothralls up there to jam up those vectors, but that spray unit's just going to come up and clear them out.
Second verse, same as the first. Just
There he goes. He's got 1 minute left.
I was Watcher procking again. Oh, he gets to activate.
Wow, the attack and damage against that model is boosted.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it doesn't expire.
Wow.
But it's once per activating unit, so that's why I was able to move the rest of those into the hole that just happened.
No, when an enemy model advances and ends
Wow, and they
its
scrapped
movement.
him. Yeah, those Bane Knights on the charge with Weapon Master, that's nasty. They're POW 12 Weapon Master charging. They're close to POW 12, I don't know. Or 11, yeah.
Yeah, but that Dark Shroud jumps them up to 13.
Yep.
They have Dark Shroud, right? No, they don't. It's the other ones that have Dark Shroud.
Hurry up, Carter! Your time is running.
I know. He does have an extension, though. I'm not sure if he wants to use it.
Ooh! Mechanothrall goes down.
He's in such a rush. So Matt's got P-Scar up there
So you
with a
don't.
Dominate. That's 2 points.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
that other heavy vector was just outside of the zone there.
Did not see that.
Some good damage rolls from those Bane Knights. That was...
Very good game. Matt right now is talking about... They're probably talking about, like, how Matt's going to address this. I mean, like I said, Matt's a very reactive player, and he's the one that could play defensively and come out and win. So I'm curious to see how he's going to react to John Carter. You know, this is like yin and yang in the sense that Carter's like, react to me, I'm going to win. And Matt is like, I'm going to react to you and win.
So what do you think his plan is?
No idea. And he's going to come out there, pop that flare. There he goes. He actually hit.
Drop those Bane Knights down to a manageable defense.
Oh, and he couldn't do it. He was engaged with the statistic waiters. And he did hit with the flare, too. He rolled a 10, I think.
Yeah.
So flare will affect the whole unit?
It's a
It's an
3-inch.
AoE.
Yeah, 3-inch AoE.
Okay.
It's a 4-inch AoE. Yeah, maybe he shouldn't have moved it. Oh, he had to because they had cover where he was. Here they go. They're going to start spraying away.
Mm-hmm.
That Helldiver. I can't believe he's using the spray. Oh, Snake Eyes. The spray on the Hell. Oh, okay. I see what he's doing. He's getting the Helldiver and the, what's that jet called?
The Harrier?
No, that's
The Harrier.
Scavenger.
Scavenger. The Cryx's version of the Harrier.
No, yeah, the Cryx's version. The Legion from Legion.
Shit.
All those sprays,
5
man.
to hit, man. That's what he's been doing.
Man, that unit's so good.
Well, it's only a 6-inch spray. And Trolls have the same thing, and so many people hate that unit. I personally, I think I owe Craig Russell a game today that's going to be recorded, and we're going to commentary it. I think I'm going to bring him just to show people that is a bad unit. That is an awesome unit. Bad as in...
Well, I guess did they pay a lot more, the Trolls?
I think it's 5'8". These guys are 4'6". Yeah.
So, yeah. But Trolls are tougher and all that, so... we'll see.
Medium base.
And medium base might actually even hurt them in that regard, because this way he can get a lot of sprays into a small area.
Yeah,
His medium
you're right.
bases are going to pay a little bit more for that.
Yeah, and the Trolls don't have it naturally. They have to take the UA to get it.
Ooh, the Cass Lucan's in there.
Yeah, Lucan's not playing around. He's coming up to address some of these problems.
Bane Knights,
He's having
man.
some whiff damage rolls against those Bane Knights, though.
Yeah.
He has to clear them with those Bane Knights will hurt him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those Bane Knights will go right through that
I guess
cover.
Lucian's strong enough that a 4 is all he needs to bring him down. Which is lucky. Because those dice were not doing too hot.
There goes Slaughterborn. Let's see if
He has
Slaughterborn
to-
can make it out.
It's going to be tough. We were talking about those PAL 17s and 20s coming out of that guy earlier.
No, that guy that with the POW 17s and 20s is dead.
Oh, the other guy doesn't have... Oh, he doesn't have those. That's right.
Yeah, he still has power 18, so.
Yeah, 2 initial attacks. And he's using focus.
Oh, there we go. That'll do it.
Oh, and he failed his tough.
I guess they.
I guess he's swinging on the Scavenger.
Gets a corpse token.
Ooh, Scavenger's alive.
Yeah, this Scavenger is walking around at super high defense. Defense 16. So he probably needed a 10 to hit.
Is that the Angels that move up a block?
I think all
the
those Angels are dead.
Yeah.
It's a unit of 3, so I'm thinking he has two units of Angels.
Oh, I guess there is an Angel left alive, yeah. Right in front of Lucian, they bumped up.
No,
Yeah.
those are these guys right here.
The Directive.
Yeah, the ones that give magic weapon and
okay.
repair, Iron Sentinel.
In this case, they also give a meat wall for the caster.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the caster's gonna need it. I think. I mean, he has line of sight to follow Lucian. He doesn't need. And follow Lucian's got a bigger base.
Yep.
Just keep clearing models.
Yep. Nah, that unit, that medium base unit with their sidestep and 2 attacks, and I'm gonna go all over the place. It brings me back Mullet Karn nightmares. Mullet Karn used to be able to sidestep off his own units and just mullet missile across the table.
So right now, who do you think has the edge?
Well, look at the armies. Carter's sitting at a couple of statistic witches.
He lost a lot of his heavy hitters.
Yeah, he lost a lot. He's sitting on Mechanothrals.
Yeah, Slaughterborn not getting into combat really left him high and dry. That really hurt.
You know, he's missing a lot, and Matt is just moving up. I don't think he's lost a whole unit yet, other than the Clockwork Angels
In the Jack.
and the Jack. Yeah,
But at the moment, he has to play for a tie right now. I mean, or he's playing defensively, because even though the Cryx player has taken more of a beating, he's still up those 2 points for that early dominate. So, points-wise in the scenario, the Cryx player is ahead.
yeah.
So.
Carter's got it.
Damn, he can't hit 13s.
Oh, there he goes. He finally did. Them dice rolls.
3 and then a 3 and then a 4. Oof.
I guess that makes up for Matt's dice rolls at the beginning of the game.
Yep.
Now, I'm curious as that founder, the Enigma Foundry, what has that been doing? You know, it's supposed to be giving them models back. I haven't seen any models come back. Maybe he did last turn. Then again, he hasn't really lost any models. Oh, he lost 2. Any models close to it is what I meant. He lost 2 of the medium base, but they were way up there.
Here comes the mystery solo.
Yeah, that mystery solo. Is that Saxon Orin? Who is that guy? Get my Victor Pendrake model up. Figure out who that model is.
Yeah.
So this is a tough decision.
I think it's that Warwitch Siren. I don't know.
Very tough decision.
Yeah, he's got a lot to address.
He still has those sidestepping nightmare guys.
What are they? 8 boxes?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And what's their armor?
15?
Pretty significant, yeah.
I mean, those McKenna throws could kill him because they walk up and they punch with 2 fists. It'll be and has John feeded? Maybe he feeded last turn. Yeah, the 2 fists, they'll pile 15, so they're straight up. All he needs is 8s on charge with 3 dice.
Getting close.
Yeah, this is.
So
So let's see how he addresses this. Measuring scars, control. One of the things about sitting back here and quarterbacking this game after the after effect is feat, spells. You know, we can't take into account any of that. Yeah, her feat's pretty nasty. +5 armor, +5 strength on all friendly faction models.
And it's not as obvious when she uses it. It's not like some casters where their feat has a very obvious effect, like it moves models across the board. So if he just pops the feat and takes the damage off, we could miss it entirely.
Yeah.
Which actually might have explained why those Bane Knights scrapped that Jack that turn.
Oh yeah, good point. Here goes Wraith, whatever his name is, the Dragoon, moving everybody an inch. Gets that. That's the statistic captain right there, the solo. She just went in, smacked one of those guys.
Good hit and better damage.
Yeah. He walked up and gave everybody an inch move, and it cleared up a charge lane. And then she has, I think she has, where she could walk away. Sprint? Yep, she does. And he took the free strike and got her.
she's still trying to get that objective in the back.
Yeah, he's done some damage to it.
That's what that Helldiver's going after, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that Helldiver under Craig do some nasty stuff.
So you need 5 points to win, I'm assuming? Or 3?
Probably 5. Lately it's been 5. I didn't get a look at that.
Because he already has 2, the objective will give him 1. And then I guess if he dominates again, which will be hard because Matt has his caster on it.
Yeah, he would have to either kill the caster, which would give him the win, or figure out a way to push her off.
Not a lot of ways in this Cryx list for slams and stuff, though.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of, he has no heavies. Looking at that time.
He's trying to wreck that Jack. Okay, there's.
Yeah, doing a big chunk of damage there.
I think they're checking out the damage. Make sure.
How many boxes are left?
Yeah.
Looks like at least that left movement is or left arm is crippled, so that's going to be.
There's that looks like the siren. He just moved in. She goes up and gives the scavenger a focus. He's gonna take a hit at the jack. John Carter, we know your code now. If I ever get your phone, it's on.
Can we fuzz that out on the actual video?
Oh, he picked it up and re-rolled it. It was like worse than one of the dice.
So you guys re-rolled all of it?
I mean, he it was up to him. I would have just rolled the third dice. And he rolled a 6 and a 1. So he's got 1 minute left.
It's looking grim for him.
Well, if he could have cleared up a charge lane, what's her name? Scar could have gone up there and just cleaned up.
Yeah, scrap that jack and there would have been a nice hole.
But she has Pathfinder, or is there a way to give her Pathfinder?
No, she would have went up and scrapped the jack.
Oh, she would have.
Yeah, but you want to be...
But if he could have got the caster,
Yeah.
Scar will kill.
Whatever you point her at, really.
Yeah, whatever you point at. She outdamages E-Striker, so an E-Striker I'll put up again. I've two-shot at a Colossal with E-Striker before. At Gen Con. And if you're that Retribution player from Gen Con who saw me two-shot you, you could attest.
Flare.
Oh, he's in the back arc for those raiders, so he's not worried about being engaged to shoot.
Yeah. And here's another thing about Flare. It affects your models as well. So your models are -2 defense as well. And it's for 1 round, so it helps him on his turn as well. Here goes the spray guys.
I think those sprays guy's been in his MVP this game.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know those medium base. Yeah, they. I mean.
Well, I mean, the sprays allowed those medium bases to go out there and just
Yep.
start pummeling stuff, because they very easily could have been jammed up.
Yeah, here they go with the. They're gonna clear out a lot of John Carter's infantry right now.
Spray train.
Yep.
Boom, boom.
Yep. He's just cleaning them up.
That's like the last of it, too. There's not a lot left as far as mechanothralls go. There's a few around that jack, and that's about it. I see those going down when that thing activates.
Oh, he hit the Helldiver.
Oh, man. Ah, that extra die.
Well, the extra die was location, I think.
Oh, still.
Okay. But still.
But 12.
Boxcars, yeah.
Yeah. Just comes in and just starts clearing all that infantry.
And jacks, too, apparently.
Out of all that, he got 1 token. He needs 5s and he's rolling so low.
Now everybody has your dice rolled, Angelo.
I know, right? That Kador player I was playing in Gen Con where I needed 5s to kill his Berserker guy, Doom Reavers, with Chain Lightning. Remember that?
Oh,
Couldn't roll a 5 to save my life.
The one time you've had bad dice rolls, huh?
The one time in my life. I got him down to 1 Warjack and no, 2 Doom Reavers. That's all he had left, and Butcher. And they came in and
Couldn't seal the deal.
both of them came in and did exactly 7 damage and killed me. He was rolling bad too. There's Father Lucian. He's going after somebody.
Start to clear out those raiders.
So Father Lucian's not one of those
Well, the first hit was on the knight because this is a reach weapon, but
So Father Lucian's not one of those cats that stays back and so Toolbox.
Had base armor 17
Yeah.
with his whole battle group getting shield guard. Yeah, I mean, he sits on full focus. He's sitting on 24 armor. And he's repairable. Can't be knocked down. Yeah, I mean, you're not messing with this defense 14 either.
And he's got those servitors right behind him.
To
Ready
fix
to
them.
patch up any sort of damage he takes.
And what does he do? He goes up and clears up all that. What now? How can
Yeah, the last of the Raiders in the last night.
and you got to think, how can John counter that? I mean, he's got one Mechanothrall and a Siren Rich that could go in, but
I'm surprised those sprays didn't clean up the last of those thralls in front of that Jack.
yeah, he was rolling 4s and 3s.
Oh, that's what he was rolling those ones for? Gotcha. I thought it was for the other thralls up top.
Boom, hit her.
I think
and
he
killed her.
used the factory to pop out another one of those medium base.
Yeah.
Which is a good use because they've been doing real well this game. So getting more of those can't hurt.
And Scavenger looks like it goes away.
Yep.
Think Matt should be going here for the kill.
John doesn't have a lot left. I mean, you know, it looks like, you know, unless John could get this assassination, and right now, if John could clear up that lane and get in,
Oh, about that lane.
yeah.
And he charged over that thrall.
Trampled.
No, he trampled,
yeah.
yeah. Well, what he could do is Wraith could give him that 1-inch move, and he might get a charge lane out of that. And then he could go for Father Lucian.
Or
If-
the Wraith won't give Scar the move.
Scar
She's
is...
not undead. She's living.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Can they have faith? The Wraith do the job, or he's just over here?
Not against Lucian, probably.
And plus his movement thing is a star action, so... and he doesn't have a charge lane. Well, he does have a charge lane, actually. If Scar moves up and kills that heavy vector, then the Wraith could go right through for it. But man, it's
I'd be surprised if the Wraith could do that much damage.
also another thing that Necro, or that Surgeon right there, can Necrosurgeon can pop out a Mechanothrall, and which I think John forgot to get the corpses off of, and they could charge Father Lucian, and it doesn't look like he's sitting on any focus. I don't see any down there. So how is he going to address it? He's probably trying to think different ways.
Asking how much damage that Jack had left on it.
Yeah.
Doesn't have reach or anything, so
Yeah, the Jack doesn't have reach. But he's right there. There she goes. I think she could actually only have one corpse token per model on the unit. No? I don't know.
I think he just forgot to put him on there.
So when she makes a unit, it's a brand new unit, or is it an addition?
No, it's addition.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I see what. She had to move over there to add it to that unit up there by the medium base.
Oh, okay.
Because there was, the other one. That makes sense.
Scar sitting on a plethora of focus.
Well, not having Jax defeated off to will do that to you.
Well, no, she has a Dark Ritual.
Oh, that's right. She can cut herself for...
No, she kills... Ritual Sacrifice, which is awesome.
Never
D6
mind.
focus per turn for
Next
killing a model.
The next control phase, though.
Yeah.
And those little thralls are a nice one to
Yep.
pop off.
She charged the heavy vector.
I guess he couldn't find a
Charge lane.
to the caster.
Oh, wow.
That was good damage.
Only one attack.
I think that was she went up and cast a spell because if you saw, it did damage on Father Lucian.
Maybe it was Blood Rain.
Blood Rain or Hellfire.
Ooh, hits in.
I didn't see a command check out of Lucian, so I don't think it was Hellfire.
No, Lucian won't make a command check. Warlocks and Warcasters
that's
are
right.
fearless. And neither will the rest of his army. They're not human. Oh, he just got 2 6s and a 4.
Ouch.
Oh my gosh, he's almost dead. That mechanic
Yeah.
all charged in.
Just
Yeah.
one mechanic throw.
And here comes,
Hit like a champ. Here we go.
here we go. Free strike. I gave him the free strike.
There's no way around it. Yeah.
That he doesn't have reach.
No, but
He had to pass
put-
within
he
half
put
an
it,
inch of
yeah.
him.
Oh,
Till you get within distance for him.
does he kill him? I think he's looking for the model right now. I think it dismounted him.
Oh, on the free strike?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's part of what we were talking about with moving another base.
I think John's saying I had it, and Matt's saying I don't. And that move in the base. I mean, we have the advantage of moving back and checking where he was.
So it'd be right when he was leaving that front arc is when he would have to dismount.
I think that costs Carter the game.
He could have finished him.
Yep. I could have done it easily.
The Jack's just gonna.
Yeah.
He goes to spray units. They're going to go up,
Yep.
clear some infantry.
Those mechanothralls have just been...
They didn't forget to put the timer.
Yeah, he knows it's game over
Yeah.
after not getting that charge.
Yeah. Scar can dish out some serious damage, but she doesn't have a lot of mechanisms for defense. If you can land a good hit on her, she's in trouble.
That tree.
There it goes.
Just take it.
That tree was kicking Craig's butt too, and I guess Tree Bucky saw it, and he's like,
Enough.
enough with the tree abuse.
Yeah,
There it is,
there it
Play
is.
games.
Oh,
Man, it's a game of titans here, man.
I mean, you can't really point to any one thing that they did wrong either. There was never that
There's
was a big screw up, and there really shouldn't be at this level of play. So
yeah, I mean,
it all came out of that free strike. If
Yeah.
you missed that free strike or something, would have been fine.
Yep. All right, guys, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining, guys.